Alright, hello everyone, or I guess whoever's watching. I'm Fauna, and today I wanted to check out this game by Pupnik/Bran. So I've been following it for the past maybe 2 or 3 years. I love their art, and just to let you know that this game will feature content warnings of self-harm, suicide mentions, grooming, sexual assault, childhood sexual abuse description, transphobia, misgendering, and also screen distortion, so visual effect. And their art in general does focus on very sensitive and also tender, sensitive and tender themes. So also a lot to do with, at least in my perception, being transgender as well. And there is also a very big Of the Devil fan. So if you are an adult and you are interested in not just the art that you see already currently on screen, how did I say that? If you are an adult, you are a fan of the Devil, and if you like the art that you are currently seeing on screen, go follow Pupnik on Blue Sky. My apologies. It is a fantastic artist, and I do enjoy looking at his art a lot. But this game, I'm Hispanic, so me about to butcher this is quite embarrassing. No mirame cuando lloro. Lloro? Don't look at me when I cry. This is a submission to the Toxic Yuri visual novel Jam 2. This is the only entry I know about, specifically because I follow Pupnik. So maybe I'll check out the other titles, but I want to specifically check out this one because it is an artist that I like already, and I'd like to see the story that they have to tell, or at least the story that they collabed with several other people in telling. Artwork and a little bit of everything was done by Bran Pupnik, writing by Angelo, writing and coding music by Alice Rose B, GUI character design by Dove, character design coding backgrounds by Sight, music by Lilith Crow, and the team mascot is Jam. I will be linking this in the description, of course, so you can play yourself. And once again, very adult themes, so if you are not an adult, please don't play this game. If you, that's the best way I can state it. Let's head for this. I'll be back to take you to your psychiatrist, okay? The bed closer to the door is yours. We can bring you extra blankets once you're settled in. I don't feel the hand on my back, but I feel shoved into the unfamiliar room regardless. The nurse's perfume follows me as I take in what will be my new home for however. Powdery yet floral, like clean laundry. The strong scent of hospital soon overtakes the small bit of humanity I was feeling. Bleach, hand sanitizer, stifling artificial citrus chloroquine. Call if you need anything. Feel better. I stare at the closing door, not bothering to respond. I'm not sure what matters. What a funny thing to say, here of all places. Did she realize what she said? I wish it was that easy. Restoring band-aid at a broken bone, not even a cute band-aid, is one of those flesh-colored. Those suck. I recently brought myself a pair of, for a trip that I was doing, I bought myself a pair of Barbie band-aids. Not for me, but because of the people my friends that I was staying with. And they love them, and that also made me love them too, even though I don't necessarily have a care for a Barbie. Even despite the fact that I actually have, I had somebody gift one to me, so and I do love that gift. But I guess I should at least be grateful someone's pretending they care, even if it's because they're being paid to. Anyone else would feel a sense of hope, I think, community or support or whatever, and being taken care of. I don't feel it. Honestly, I don't deserve it. I just can't find it in me to appreciate the gesture. some fundamental part of me isn't working. It never worked, actually. I guess. Not taking care of myself, not eating right, not just not being enough. I kind of brought myself here. I think I'm going to assume that this character, based in potential attempt, or is coming right from an attempt. Interestingly, I do like the way that one of the tagline for this game is her very own journal. And the paper texture of like the text box really does emphasize the fact that, you know, the aesthetic of the fact that this is supposed to be like related to a journal. You can also see that around her is like a piece of cutout paper. It was a little weird that it seems like the whites of her hair, at least up in on our bangs, is also part of the paper texture. It doesn't seem like that is part of the grays and like browns here, gradient here, part of her backside of her hair. So I wonder if that was like an accident. But it seems like it might be intentional for her gown, which makes sense, I think, stylistically. I do also like that, and the way that the lighting is being what would this be called? Is this what posterization, I believe? The fact that it's been made to focus on one color, one tone of color, but then also the posterization effect of the lighting of the room, it also makes it feel like it has a paper texture to it as well. So very, very well done background art / image editing. Feels like I was born to be a statistic, an obituary you see and go, oh yeah, that makes sense. The girl from your old job who killed herself, a joke post on. But still, I'm here, armed. Look down at my arm. They're covered by my underwear, which I'll probably be thankful. Somewhere I get under what would otherwise have been uncomfortable. Little down. If it weren't for that, I see the reason I'm here, clad in almost like gauze or bandage or whatever they use. I didn't look. I always get scared, too scared to look. Probably for the best. I took a cursory look around at my new home for the next however long. It was clean and tidy, artificially so, and smaller. That's about as much as I can say about it, though it's unfamiliar. Despite its cleanliness, it feels kind of like a death sentence, like I'm in prison. I even got the uniform. It doesn't really make me feel any safer, even if all of the doorknobs are sloped. Certainly not any safer than my bed at the hospital. At least all I have to do is lie down and get poked and prodded. The attention was kind of nice. Nurse was holding my arm to take my vitals, talking to me soft and sweet. It almost made the food tolerable. My mind is a blur. I keep thinking about it. I'm trying not to think about it, but I keep thinking about it anyway. Lying on my bathroom floor, just. Everything was cold, too cold. Didn't feel much. So was that was it in a bathroom or her bathroom? Yeah, on her bathroom floor. I guess that's how it made the one from my blood rushing out of my arms that much more apparent. Cut it. Everything started warping, darkening, fading, just like going to. I've always known how, but didn't gather the courage until then. My arms are numb. I barely feel anything out of them. Vertical, easy, too easy. Never gone to look. I can't look. I don't remember what I was looking at. Maybe my eyes are. I feel like a blanket is being draped over me, finding the sweetest comfort fading out in the most awkward places. I think I do, but I'm not sure. It's just like going to sleep. Hey. I'm pulled back by a girl's voice. She's looking at me from her bed, cot, mattress, foam, board. I look back at her and blink a few times. I hadn't noticed her at all. That's, I think that's a Homestuck shirt, right? I think. The music is very nice. Wow. It's a little bit surprising how comforting it is in a situation like this. rooming with me as with a girl is, oh gosh, sorry, rooming me with a girl is, I didn't think they'd actually do that. Said that they would, but she looks tired, like she needs a shower. Been here a while, a few weeks maybe. She's wearing regular clothes at least. Yeah, she looks like fully accustomed to lounging within this room. Is it hard to get out of here? Or is she just complacent? Is it better to stay? I realize I've just been staring at the screen for the better part of a minute without speaking. Hey, Marisol. Her name. Maybe they said that earlier and I happened to miss it. I'm Leilani. Marisol. Marisol? That's a pretty name. You said it right. A little victory. Thanks. Then comes the silence. I dumped a stack of documents that gave me onto the empty bed that I assume is mine. Rules, your rights, daily activities. I'll read them when I get bored. I wish it were a comfortable kind of silence, but it feels thick. The silence of two people almost incapable of navigating their own thoughts or their own work. I like your hair. The color, the cut is cute too, though I've never been able to get mine that long. Oh, making her a hoge emote. Yes. Good detail, good detail. Love that. Oh. Actually, maybe I'm just socially inept. Thanks. I fiddle with my bangs, suddenly self-conscious that I'm something people can perceive. It's supposed to be pink, but I haven't gotten any new dyes, so... We talk for a little. He asks her tips about how to bleach her own hair and wishes she could do it in here. Bleaching, no. You could just swallow it to kill yourself, but maybe with Kool-Aid she could... Hernandez. A different nurse this time. She's poking her head and has a clipboard in her hand. It's funny how something that you've been called your entire life can suddenly sting so bad. Yeah. I just came from a dentist appointment, so filling in your paperwork and basically saying that your name is, that your name is Fauna, then my name is Fauna. Sorry, my name is Fauna, and essentially being called by your birth name when you were asked to put in a preferred name if you have one, and then it kind of getting ignored in the first place is like, oh, I thought, the fact that you asked meant that this was a space where it would be utilized. And thankfully, when I reminded them, they immediately wrote it. They were like, oh, sorry about that. And they wrote it down. But hearing that in certain situations, especially one that regarding your health, stings. And I did not expect it to sting in such a way. It stings when family members do it too. But that's a different conversation. I suddenly feel ugly, like some weird bug under a heat lamp. Too big for my clothes, too big for the room, too mannish, unrefined, split-ended, graceless, tending. I just get the feeling that everyone is laughing at me, even if I can't see them laughing, that they're doing it behind my back, in their head. Leilani doesn't seem to react at all. Maybe she knew? Kind of obvious, I guess. I wish she asked for a different roommate. I like talking to her for what it's worth, but because I understand, I'm kind of gross yet. I mean, granted, he's coming out of a suicide attempt. Being this harsh on yourself, I understand, because it feels like I have to imagine that what you're probably feeling right now, of course, while being trans, is not just the fact that everybody already is looking at you, like evaluating you within their heads of whether you, how do I say this? If they're evaluating you, and I guess also they're evaluating us in terms of how we're looking to be, to be perceived, but also maybe even like where you're easily messing up or think that you're messing up. I don't But that in combination with the aspect of a suicide attempt, how kind of not the value of your life is kind of not just being in question already by you from your attempt, but also by the people who are now taking care of / surrounded by you, knowing that you've attempted to do that. It feels like kind of like, like you said, like a heat lamp. It feels like an extra layer of a telescope being put upon you. It's just to pierce through you. And like, oh, or maybe even that, oh, you didn't care for your own life. So am I really going to value it? And then the other person is this outside person really going to value it either? How I'm trying to live. Nurse is just looking at me expectantly. I'm almost crazy sitting here. It looks like a lot of things right now. Maybe I shouldn't be so sensitive. Added to the long list of my own shortcomings. Nurse, just my first name is fine. Sounds good, Mary Saul. Well, I want to fight take a right here, but the effort to take already overwhelms me. Better to stay a small target. I just silently cringe to decide it's not worth it. At least she's trying to be nice about it. Our psychiatrist is ready for you. If you could follow me, please. Leilani waves goodbye at me, smiling wide. I reflexively smile back. It's a nice feeling. I followed the nurse out of our room, along the circular loop of the ward. They told me I would be free to walk laps around it during the day. Kind of bleak. I'd rather be at home, in my own bed, under my blankets, ignoring my phone, ignoring my everything, just sleeping. I walked past the rec room, people watching TV, crowded around bolted down tables and chairs meant to be impossible to hurt someone with. A lot of them are wearing regular clothes. I tried sleeping forever and it doesn't work. I tell us of things I am not talented at, suicide attempts. I'm here for a reason. I may as well get used to it and just get it over with. Maybe I'll be here so long I have regular clothes too. Can't be any worse than how it was out there. The room is not what I expected. The way that the like certain parts of the background kind of blur together, like this, I assume, like grid wall here that isn't actually part of the wall, but maybe something that's like standing, like a what's it called? Like something that you can have to like section off your room, where that like when you're getting dressed behind. I don't even know. Like it's not a fence, but it is essentially like a whatever it's called. I don't know. But the way that this is within the image, and then also the background of what seems to be outside, it's all blended together that it actually in some part looks like a painting while also still feeling like a photograph because of the more like well structured, like not well structured, that's not the way I mean to say it, but more the how the form of like the computer, the desktop, the computer, the desktop, the chair, the desk, completely, these forms feel as solid and straight as they would be in real life. So if the background feels like a combination of an actual photo and also a painting, because of the way that it's been posterized together. Very, very good work here. It's a lot of plants, candles lit and not, are on various shelves in the room, making it smell like a mix of vanilla and lavender. Borderline headache-inducing, but nice, comforting. There's even a window on the back wall. Bright light streams into the room, making it feel a lot warmer than the rest of the facility. A girl, no, a small woman, sits here behind the desk, cluttered with little knickknacks and various flowers and faces. A monitor sits on the corner of her desk, just a little dusty. Oh. You're very bright. Very, very bright. Miss Hernandez, please sit. It's nice to meet you. When I sit in the empty chair across from her, the woman smiles. I shy away, looking at the carpet. I'm sorry, where are my manners, please? He leans over her desk to shake my hand. Call me Dr. Rose. She ignores my silence and retreats. And is Miss Hernandez okay for you? Would you prefer I call you something else? Did you call me Marisol? I don't know if it's on my chart, but it is. I asked specifically because I just wanted to know what you wanted to be called, Marisol. From here on out, we'll be talking a lot less about what's on paper and more so about your thoughts, feelings. That's my job. I'm here to listen to you, not to read papers. For now, I want you to be unapologetically yourself, and that starts with introductions, like most things. I scoff, but it's not meant to be sarcastic or disingenuous. It just kind of comes out. Sorry, it's just I'm new to therapy and everything, so I guess you could say I don't like therapists. I never really got further than a quick evaluation here and there. Just a foreign concept to me. Telling a stranger your deepest secret sounds like violating. I don't think I want to burden someone else with the grab details of my subpar life. I realize I'm not saying or doing anything because Dr. Rose is observing me intensely, waiting. When I continue to stare at her back, silent, somehow I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, getting a bad grade in therapy. I understand the hesitation, Marisol. She leans forward in her chair, looks me in the eye. She's still smiling. I get my fingertips embarrassed. Look, think of me as a conduit of sorts. You tell me what you want to get out into the world, and things you might want to tell yourself, but are too afraid to realize alone. I'm not here to judge you, no matter what. Everything stays between us. There's a kind of earnestness in her eyes. Her smile has me lowering my guard. It reaches her eyes, makes them squinty. Well, what should I start with? Dr. Rose leans back in her chair, satisfied but not smug. She seems genuinely happy to continue the conversation. Well, I have plenty of medical information from your providers. I was wondering if you could start with something basic if you're open to it. Do you mind describing your home life to me? Well, I've been living on my own for a few years. My family and I don't talk. Not since I got a studio apartment once I turned full-time at my job. Oh, what do you do for work? I don't have a job anymore. I can feel tears start to well in my eyes. People usually cry at their first appointment. Dr. Rose doesn't seem to be alarmed regardless. She listens to me intently, and as I start to speak again, she hands me a tissue box without taking her gaze off me. I take it gratefully and pull a tissue out of it. I got fired. I had a really bad cold last month, like really bad. Took one too many days off of work to recuperate. I didn't have the time off. It's stupid, really. I should have just gone. Whoa. Oh, scroll wheel. Can I change that? Scroll wheel does move forward. Did not know that. Okay. I don't know that the scroll wheel would move things forward. Wait, am I scrolling backwards? I'm scrolling backwards. Whoops. Okay, here we go. I can feel my heart sink into a pit and my legs begin to shake. Sorry about that, by the way. I feel like I'm about to vomit all over the decorated desk in front of me. Would she yell at me? I wonder. None the wiser. Dr. Rose just keeps listening. So I don't think I can afford my studio. My payments aren't automatic anymore. I'm here, so I'm going to be homeless if I'm not already. I'm sorry, Marisol. So embarrassing. Everything about me must look pathetic. Thanks. Anyway, I guess that's why I'm here, in a way. Dr. Rose nods her head solemnly. She seems to understand what I mean. Like, she knows that's why I did what I did. I wonder if she did what I did was stupid and rash, if it was inappropriate. My despair was warranted. I know it may seem a little hopeless, but I want to assure you, we want to set you up for success before you leave here. I'll personally make it my responsibility to put you in contact with a suitable long-term shelter and a job corps to get you on your feet. With all due respect, I'm not sure I want to talk about all that right now. I can feel vomit threaten to surge past my esophagus. I don't necessarily want to be here, but every time I think about leaving, a new wave of nausea racks my body. Like it's hopeless no matter what I do. But thank you. A phone alarm goes off and a sudden sound takes me out of my dread. I guess it's our time. I can tell if I feel disappointed. I can't tell if I feel disappointed or relieved. Ah, that's my 5-minute warning. I wanted to make sure I had enough time to give you. He reaches below her into what I assume is some kind of metal cabinet and conjures a little black journal with a few thin alcohol markers. This, but hey, don't brag to anyone, okay? I'm not really supposed to give you markers, technically, but I think you'll benefit from writing thoughts down, or drawing them, or something. You strike me as a creative type, and I don't want you getting too bored here. I dimly wonder if it's the hair that gives away my creativity to her. I take the journal and markers and sandwich the writing utensils between the pages of the journal. Kinda work. Dr. Rose winks at me and nods her head approvingly. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much, Dr. Rose. He's glowing. Makes my stomach flip in a decidedly different way than from before. Don't mention it. Seriously, don't tell anyone. Hide it under your bed or something. We both chuckle. Feels nice to laugh. Maybe it's not so bad here. We'll be meeting twice a week, so your next appointment will be in about 3 days. The first week is always the hardest, so try writing in there to keep you distracted. I won't read it or anything. That's for your eyes only, Marisol. But I urge you to share any thoughts that may come across your mind while you do. If you'd like to. My heart is warmed by the kindness. I'm sure she gives a journal to every one of her patients, but maybe the markers really are Marisol special. I can feel my face warm up with flattery. I can't wait. That was her first drawing. Antenna TV and all. So I want to say that I know that within the indie space, this isn't uncommon at all, but still, you don't play every great game that you see. So playing this game, I feel very happy seeing that I am playing as a dark skinned girl. It makes me like, granted, even though I'm not like I am Hispanic, but that is not like the forefront of my identity. That is like kind of a fact of, oh yeah, I am. I don't know Spanish though. I do not have contact with any family that is Hispanic either. Within my family, this is a bit personal actually. I don't think I want to be saying all this stuff, so maybe I'll cut it out. But it is nice to see a character and play as a character that has certain aspects that are the same as my physical aspects. It's one of the things that I really wanted to do with him since I've transitioned, which I've only hit the 6-month mark 6 months, Venom, 6 months mark a few days ago. And I think what shocks me, well, not shocks, sorry, wait, wait, hold on. What I wanted to do earlier in my transition was I went to Visual Novel Database and I pulled up a whole bunch of different visual novels because I wanted to play more games where I am playing as a girl. But I don't feel like I play too many games where I could do that. There are a few, like, Demon School. There is what else, like, and there's the Sky games, although most of the protagonists are guys. There's like girls that you can create. You can create your own character, so you kind of have that range. You got that range there. What else? Like, of course, fighting games. Like, granted, I play Soul Bad Guy and Guilty Gear Strive, but I secondary Ramlethal. So there's that. And Skullgirls, I would play Fukua, Ophelia. In Street Fighter, I play Street Fighter 6, I played Manon. Fighter 5, I played Poison. So like, yeah, it's kind of like I do play as girls in games. Oh, Pokemon games. I've always picked a girl for years. Can't believe that didn't point to something. But that's kind of also another story for another time that I've actually talked about a little bit before. I'll link to that in the description, perhaps as well. If you would like to read what I'm referring to in regards to that. Back onto the game. I found out a lot about myself since we've last seen each other. I don't like morning yoga or group therapy or any of the food here. A few of the more dried out flowers have been replaced with new, bright ones. Lilies and daffodils, they invite a fresh floral scent into the room that wasn't there last time. Dr. Rose peers up at me as I walk in, waves absent-mindedly at the nurse bringing me in, and smiles once the door behind me closes shut. Marisol, hello! I'm so glad to see you. How's your first week been? It feels so nice to have someone so happy to talk to. Hanging in there. Boring is an understatement. Dr. Rose giggles and gestures for me to sit. I do. I told you, but hey, it's a good time for reflection. Now that there's nothing else distracting you. A responsibility. She almost sounds like she wants to switch places. Speaking of reflection, you like the journal? I nod my head. You were right. It's nice to have something to do. I typically am right. She smirks. She got a smug sense of humor. I like it. Well, like I said, I won't actually see what you wrote, but I do have a few questions that I was hoping you might be able to answer for me today. I wait for her to continue. Give me a second. In our first session, you briefly mentioned that you don't speak to your family anymore. I wanted to ask, well, why that was. I wasn't expecting things to get so heavy so fast. Run my fingers through my hair. Target. It's nothing complicated, really. They disowned me after I moved out. Why? Clear my throat. Well, I don't know. They're ashamed because of their hormones and everything. You know, the classic transphobic family and everything. I think they're embarrassed their son and brother isn't a man at all. Dr. Rose nods her head slowly and I realize she wants me to continue, but there's nothing else to it. That's all. It was pretty cut and dry. Once I got settled into my apartment, my family blocked me on everything. Told me to never come back. Dr. Rose Holmes has to type something on a computer, looking if keys reminded me where I am somehow, being observed. And besides that, how's your transition been? In your eyes, has it been smooth? I shrug. That, like I said, my parents, like I said, besides that, I want to know how your transition has been for you, not other people. I believe that it was the catalyst for your estrangement. I am very sorry about that, but to be frank, I imagine that was for the better. I want you to explain to me your feelings on your transition in a more personal way. Oh, I've never really been asked that. I mean, I guess I do have thoughts. I never really told anyone what I'm about to tell her, but that's what this is for, right? That's what people go to therapy for. It's still a long story if it makes sense. We've got time. Alright. Well, when I was a kid, maybe like, I don't know, 6, my mom took my little sister and I to get our ears pierced. It's like a Mexican thing, yes. Oh, she's Mexican, okay. That does not relate to, I don't think there's relation there for me at all. To the Hispanic / Spanish speaking aspect. Honduran is I guess I don't know if I really should be talking about that. I usually am very personal about stuff. Maybe other people do it too. Babies and kids, boys and girls, all get their ears pierced. Babies should not be getting their ears pierced, but that's just more like I can't only imagine that it hurts. Like maybe I do remember though that when I was in kindergarten, there was a boy that did have his ear pierced. I think his name was Xavier. And I mean, he looked cool. I remember thinking that when I was a kid that he looked cool. But it was also like, getting your ears pierced so young, doesn't that hurt? How did you even convince your parents to want to do that? Like, I get some families do it young, some families, are like, hey, no, don't do that, wait till you're older, and then you'll think about, and then like, once you like feel like you're able to make that decision responsibly. Because I think you have to take care of your ear as well, right? To make sure also it's not closing, but also it's not getting infected, I would assume. Kind of like any other type of body piercing. I don't know this stuff too well, personally. Anyway, I was super scared. I thought it was going to hurt so bad that when we finally got to the place, I was a bawling mess. But my mom insisted I had to do it. I guess the piercer felt bad because when I finally sat down in the chair to get it done, she pulled out a box of little studs and asked which ones I wanted to be pierced. I looked down at my hands and I wanted to see whatever expression contacted her. When she opened the box, I immediately saw these beautiful pink studs. They were little gem butterflies, and I thought, wow, I've never seen anything pretty. I wanted them so badly, but when I pointed them out, my mom immediately said no. I mean, I don't even really know what I thought was going to happen. Boy didn't get pierced with pink butterflies, that's just silly. I didn't fight it. We ended up picking some ugly silver studs. But God, I never stopped thinking of those butterflies. I grew this obsession with butterflies in their life cycle. Caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly, caterpillar, butterfly. I used to stay up watching butterfly documentaries about their migration patterns, about all the different kinds of butterflies. I assume that Marisol is stepping forward not just because, like, I want to take this in the mindset of she was sitting laid back in her chair talking. Now that she's getting into the conversation, talking about this and remembering, based upon the smile on her face, she's leaning forward in the chair, or maybe, yeah, I would have to think, yeah, she's leaning forward in the chair, and that's why she's now closer to Dr. S. Also interesting that on her ID card we can see she put her hair down. I was smitten. Those earrings became a passion. The denial of my desire became some kind of, I don't know, boon? Kept me motivated. When I got into high school, I realized the butterfly section was less about the bug and more about me. I grew to hate my body. Puberty started and I finally understood. I looked at my classmates, at the other girls in my class, and I started to see butterflies. Everyone was changing from caterpillars to butterflies, but every time I looked in the mirror, I saw neither of those things. Something alien, ugly, something horrific. The gross in between, a rotten, overdue cocoon, so I strove to become a butterfly. So I learned what transitioning meant. I realized I was always meant to be a woman. It wasn't really something I had a hard time accepting. I always kind of knew it deep down. In my eyes, I wanted to be a butterfly too, and this is my way of doing it. This is my way of breaking out of my cocoon and it coming out the other side. I wonder if that's a typo, or else I just happen to not know that word. E-coming? Ecoming? I have to imagine it just means coming. It's just supposed to be coming. Obviously, my parents didn't take it well. Tried to convince me otherwise for years. Told me if I started hormones, I'd be cut off from the entire family once I moved out to live alone. I didn't even care. I was angry. Mostly at my mom. I felt like if she had just let me get those butterflies, maybe this wouldn't have been so hard. Maybe she would have understood more. Maybe none of this would have ever happened. I could feel the heat of tears burning the corner of my eyes. I started hormones just a few months before I moved out, and my parents effectively stopped speaking to me altogether. Barely said a word when I finally left, and when I did, I felt so free. Changes had started. I began training my voice. I need to do that. Growing my hair out. I need to do that. It was so exciting, but I should. One day I looked at myself in the mirror thoroughly. I didn't look like the rotten cocoon anymore, but something was just off. I realized I wasn't a butterfly. I can't wipe the tears away fast enough. She started to choke on my own. Dr. Rose hands me the tissue pouch like she last. Where were you, Marisol? What did you see? You're gonna laugh, but I saw a moth. I'm a moth. I didn't even get the chance to be a butterfly. That was never an option. God, I realized I'm just some ugly moth. Many other women get to transition into these gorgeous, flashy butterflies, and I just don't measure up. I'm like the butterfly's ugly stepsister. The unassuming, boring moth. Nobody likes moths. I don't even like moths. But my whole life around this butterfly idea spent forever learning everything about them, and I don't know a single thing about moths today. They're not butterflies. I wasted so much time. So much. I sink down further in my seat, happen to take a deep breath in. I try to center myself. I finally look up at Dr. Rose through my teeth, getting to see her disappointed, maybe before I start saying I'm being dramatic or just stupid. I'm not unused to that. What I see is the most sympathetic expression I've ever seen in my entire life. A mix of empathy, not pity, compassion. It just makes me cry more. Marisol. My body shoots with an uncontrollable sob. I want nothing more than to be comforted, but I know Dr. was just doing her job by listening to me. Maybe all of this will tell her something, but please don't look at me. I ran toward the very warmth wrapping around me. I realized it's Dr. Rose. She's gotten up to hold me. It's a feeling I haven't felt in a very, very long time. Her hands are at my back, and I feel the warmth of her breath near my face when she speaks into my shoulder. You're a beautiful butterfly, Marisol. You're a butterfly with beautiful, fragile pink wings. I saw them the moment I saw you. My heart throbs. It hurts so bad, but the words and touch take some of the pain away. My heart continues to throb, but like light has filled my chest. The throbbing becomes less painful. Finally, someone sees me. He smells nice, like a loud, blurry noise takes me out of the moment. Her phone alarm. Dr. Rose releases me and retreats back to her desk. I can't read her expression anymore. I want to go to bed. I want her to keep holding me. I don't know what I want. The expressions, Marisol's expressions are they're subtle at times, but it's all that's the intense. That's time, Marisol. I'm really happy with the breakthrough we've made today. I really look forward to learning more about you, and thank you for trusting me. I'll see you next week. I can only blink deliriously at her through my tears. Dr. Rose, the bunny, because she has a little bunny clip on her idea. So will these prime? When I walk into Dr. Rose's office, the door closed behind me. I notice the flowers have changed again. This time it's all pink roses. I sit across from her, smile sweetly, per usual. The only routine I found myself in I actually enjoy. Oh, what about, I guess maybe she hasn't been talking to Leilani and maybe she left. No. Hello, Miss Butterfly. Aww. Hello, Miss Butterfly. Been calling me that lately, here and there, ever since I told her about it. It was a little cringy at first, but my heart flutters when she does it now. This time isn't any different. I can't blush. Hi. Marisol, I wanted to start this session with you by saying just how proud I am of you. I wanted to share some good notes I have with you. Can't fight the stretching smile on my lips and the burning in my cheeks. It feels good to have someone proud of me for one. Dr. Rose types on her computer and begins to paraphrase from something on the screen as she reads, glances at me. Marisol has shown an excellent progression in the first few weeks of her stay. Once a shy, hesitant speaker, she's blossomed to what I can only describe as a wonderful girl. She's responded very, very well to her new medication and attempts at recreating her personal coping methods. Coping methods? What? Director's Dr. Rose blinks blanket at me, her smile. What? That last part, what does that mean? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. He laughs. I realized you respond so wonderfully to touch me, so I actually want to talk about it in depth with you today. My stomach does a little flip. What's that supposed to mean? I let her continue. It's beautiful, really. Very cute, even. You seem to be comforted greatly by even the smallest form of affection, like reassuring holds, arm touches. I was going to ask if you had any personal insight into that. Is that something you were aware of? Is it something you've practiced before? I try really hard to focus on what she just asked me, but the word cute rings in my ear. The rest? Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really get comforted by people often. Dr. Rose looks. Oh. Have you ever had an intimate relationship? Touch just seems to do wonders for you. No, never. I've never dated anyone before. Not seriously, anyway. Have you ever been intimate with anyone, generally? Oh. A flash of something unpleasant burns into my retinas, a memory my breath catches in my throat. I feel like I'm standing on the edge of a violent whirlpool, centimeters from falling in and drowning. No, I've never. I feel something I haven't felt in a long time, like I just remembered I left the oven is on. I'm seeing a car coming towards me, but I don't have the time to move. Marisol, would you mind being honest with me? Is this something we should talk about? No, I mean, the flashes again. My childhood bedroom, my bed. I just want the cute sheets, pink princess ponies, whatever. I can't remember what exactly it really looked like. But there's stains and. Can we talk about something else? My vision goes a little blurry. My eyes shift the word int. I hate that word. It makes me feel dirty, sick. Like there's hands ghosting all over me, like I can't wash the taste out of my mouth. I'm too sweet. The whirlpool roars. I'm sleeping. I can't feel my feet. Marisol? The shadow looms over me. I don't feel real. The warmth of the office melts away, the flowers rot with it, and the light dissipates. I've never felt this way before. I haven't in what feels like forever. If you're careful, you can avoid this kind of thing. I can never have to think about things I don't need to, but having it pulled out of me. A shadow. Don't. I feel what seemed like it's supposed to be a gentle touch on my chest, down my waist, but it's more like razors dragging across my skin like I try to count to 20. I can't remember. I was up to 10. I can't think. I try to be quiet. If you're quiet, it's over fast. If you're good, it's. A familiar scent fills my nostrils, something I haven't smelled in years. Alone. Fume of some sort. I still don't know what the smell is meant to be. It's not a concept. Please. Marisol, don't. Please don't look. The whirlpool swallows me whole. I try to grasp something to try to find purchase in anything that can save me. I think I might throw up. I hope she doesn't hate me for it. I clean it up. Be a good girl. Marisol, stop. I'm brought back to the office by a different kind of touch. Dr. Rose is right inside, gripping my hands. I re-look down. I realize that I've gripped my scar. The healing stitches, they bulge from my grasp and threaten to burst. A dry sob wrapped my body on it. Oh, sorry. I let myself fall into Dr. Rose's embrace, gently touching me, rubbing her hands down my back. I feel like a scared little kid again, but this time there's someone I have to save. I feel like maybe this time I'm a little worth saving. And Dr. Rose's eyes. Don't apologize, Marisol. It's okay. It'll be okay. I shut my eyes tight. I let everything but Dr. Rose's presence blur and mute. Right now it's just her and I. No shadow, no rope. I had to hold on to her warmth, her smell, her soul. I grip her tightly. I don't want this moment to end. But oh, I'm I'm glad that they didn't that the dev team decided not to put in the timer at that point, the alarm. That and it also makes sense why they didn't do that because, as Marisol said, everything else has gone mute. So it works also in context, but the fact that not even like the alarm can break her concentration on Dr. Rose at this moment, very very strong decision. I like that. I'm very happy about that. Oh, during my sleep and has no windows, so at night it's dark, very dark. I was always that kid with a nightlight. I don't think I was afraid of the dark really. It just felt better to be able to wake up, open my eyes, and not be confused as to where I was, what was around me. If something were in my room, I want to know as fast as possible. I think everyone is definitely afraid of those moments where you first wake up and don't remember where you are. I think that's a normal thing to feel. It was a little hard sleeping here at first. No nightlight. Didn't know if it was an option. Leilani didn't seem to mind the darkness, as she sleeps like a rock, as a rock right at lights out. I was too embarrassed to ask for one, so I just assumed it wasn't an option anyway. Once an hour, I think, light comes in when a nurse cracks the door and checks it on us to make sure we haven't killed ourselves, each other. Leilani sleeps with a blanket over her face. She says she hates it. I don't mind it. I wish we could just leave the door cracked. The medicine they prescribed me helped a lot in those first few weeks. It makes me feel calmer towards bedtime. It's easy to let myself drift off to sleep with a pill designated for it. Tiny isn't easy though. Keep to give my lesson. Dr. Rose. My eyes are burning, begging for sleep, but my brain feels like it's being shot by thousands of watts of electricity. Thoughts rush through my mind faster than I can comprehend them. I'm shaking underneath my blanket. I'm hungry. I skipped my food today. I probably wouldn't be able to eat anyways. I want to leave. I should be home. I think that I should have a hallway light on if I want, but then I remember why I'm here in the first place. Once I leave, I won't have a hallway light to leave on. I don't even have a place, a job, no apartment, nothing. My stomach tightens and I groan. I don't want to be here. I also have nothing waiting for me outside. Just homelessness. Maybe my last paycheck. I talk to myself. I didn't even wait for my last paycheck before I did what I did. Everyone at work was laughing at me or something. Of course Marisol got fired. I'm so glad she's gone. So embarrassed. Life is embarrassing. I walk around and people silently stare and laugh at me like I'm a freak. Can I blame them though? Is it all my fault anyway? I try to be nice to people, but they shut me out anyway or look down on me or make fun of me. When I respond accordingly, it's Marisol is aggressive, or Marisol is a crybaby, or Marisol, this is why you don't have friends. By being cyclically, 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 cycle, cyclically, cycle. Wow, I've never come across this word before. That's what a horrible moment to be caught off guard by a word that I have not seen before. Like being cyclically kicked down and pushed over and over again. An embarrassing an embarrassing existence. Laughing at the moth foolish drawn to a light that was for the sun. Ugly and stupid, unsightly and naive. What's really waiting for me? Dark alley, a homeless shelter that places me with men because my legal name tags haven't changed. I was lucky enough to be placed with another girl as my roommate here, but will I be lucky again? I don't want to think about it, but I do anyway. I feel privileged for a moment. I worked really hard to get where I was and I threw it away for this. A moment of control that turned into 24/7 surveillance and a postponed death. They'll kill me out there, something. I can't do this. I'm not strong enough. I don't have it in me to do this. I had it in me to try and kill myself. I sit up, ignoring the street pouring from my eyes. I want to write, but I can barely see in the dark. Anger, fear, and something else inside of me. I just need something to do, anything but laying here. Anything. I can't breathe. Can't. There's nowhere for me to go, nowhere for me to hide. I believe her eventually, and then what? What happened to me? I fucked everything up. I had it all and I didn't even realize it then. There's a tiny tap near the doorway and I freeze. Someone hear me? Is the nurse about to flash a light on my face, about to berate me for making so much noise, being up way past time I should be? A face pops out from behind the doorway. I can't quite make it out in the dark. Marisol? It's Dr. Rose. In the dark I could tell she's dressed a little differently and she has nurse's scrubs. Why? I'm not sure. I'm just curious as to what she's doing here in my room at night. I still return to Leilani, who's still entirely out cold on her bed. I don't know why I feel. Dr. Rose approaches me quietly. There's a hurried energy to her movements. She doesn't want to be caught inside. Oh. Marisol, are you okay? Don't look. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just hate the way I look when I shake as I quickly wipe my face. What are you here? He sits down hesitantly next to me on my bed. Our knees are touching. Our scrubs are scratched. He gingerly places a hand on my cheek. I wanted to check on you. I could hear you crying. No, I meant here at night. So I try to pull away from her, but her hand is stiff on my face. She stares into my eyes. I can't look away. I don't want to be bad. We don't say anything for what feels like a very, very long time. By the time she speaks again, I've forgotten what I had asked. I can't tell if I feel any better or not. You're such a good girl, Marisol. Always crying. I worry about you. He whispers it. He doesn't want anyone to hear. And I'm worried that I'm the only one that... I want to change that for you. You know that, right? I know our sessions may feel corporate in nature. Maybe you feel that I only care for you as a patient. But I want to assure you that you are more than simply a patient to me, Marisol. My throat feels dry. The hand on my cheek, like it's searing into my skin, threatening to scar me. I feel hot all over in places I don't know that I should feel hot. I see a lot of myself in you sometimes. I used to be a very sad girl too. Felt like I wasn't worth much, but I've matured. I've seen many, many things, treated many people. Turns around briefly as if anyone is coming. I look too. No one's... And you, Marisol, are something special. I don't want to see you cry anymore. I want to see you as that proud butterfly. I have full faith in you. You're beautiful, intelligent. You have a lot of insight for someone like you. Young and impressionable, and yet possess a self-awareness. Oh. I'd open my mouth to tell her to get out or leave me alone, but the words don't come. I'm ashamed. She shouldn't see me like that. Waste her time on this too. My hands are nervous, gripping my bed sheets, starting to pull them off the weight-board mattress. Something feels wrong. I can envision the walls of the room closing on the both of us, and it feels like we're the only two in the entire world right now. Forgive me for this. It's for your own good. She grabs my chin and pulls my face close to hers. There's a millisecond of hesitation before she brings my lips to hers, presses our face together. It feels like my entire body has been dumped into an ice bath. I taste cherry chapstick on her lips. I think dimly that I'd expect something more expensive or fancy from Dr. Rose. Not that I expected to expect anything at all, really. I find the strength in me to move. I pull my head out of her hand and she rises before I can do anything. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what to do. I feel dizzy. When's the last time? I'm sorry. She turns to leave, but not before looking at me with a dark expression I've never seen her wear before. It's not malevolent, but it's not apologetic either. It feels like she's reading me, as she does in our sessions, but she already knows what I contain. Like she's reading a disgusting book and is personally offended or afraid. They'll talk. I've done something wrong, haven't I? Did I have? Did I have? Before I can ask, you leave, and I am left alone in the pitch dark again. I can hear that emotional whirl in the distance, out of my soul. The room feels vast and empty without Dr. Rose in it. I don't get any more. My past 2 appointments with Dr. Rose have been inexplicably canceled. She must hate me. Maybe she quit. Get away from me. Could have let her do whatever it was that she needed to do. It was for my own good. When has she ever lied to me? I reflect back on our entire history and I can't think of a single one. But that I mistrusted her after all these sessions make me sick. I didn't know how to make me feel. It didn't even matter, even if it wasn't good. I haven't eaten much in the past week. I can barely stomach the smell of food, let alone put any in my mouth. How's it gonna be when I get out of here and I can't eat at all? I'm ungrateful all around. God, I scare her. My lips chapped? Did she change her mind and realize I wasn't all those great things she said I was? Probably. I didn't even believe any of that stuff. I am not someone worth worrying about, let alone speaking to, let alone touching or kissing for whatever reason. I realized that what we shared was a kiss, but I pushed that underneath all the other stuff polluting my brain. I don't want to think about it for some reason. I feel an intrinsic guilt, like what we did was bad, but I remember how she said my coping mechanism. Touch. She was trying to just comfort me the best way she could. She's the only one who would ever bother to help me. And I pushed her away. I embarrassed her. I made things too weird. She was just doing doctor stuff for her job and I made it way too weird. I feel so. I stopped doing anything this past week. I'm too tired, too out of it. Leilani tries to drag me out of bed into some of the activities. You love drawing. Come on, they have painting today. I stay in bed. It's too nice. Everyone here is too nice to someone like me. I deserve it when they call me. I'm just a charity case. But she makes conversation with me when she can, even if I don't respond. Sometimes she reads her books out loud to me, just to cut through the silence. I get the feeling she doesn't like the quiet much, doesn't like to hear her speak. Like having a TV on in the rubber room. Kind of. Like how you do for anxious dogs. The nurses bring me my food, come to our room to take my vitals, try to coax me into showers and out into the ward like a sick animal. I'm a sick animal. I'm in the head, I will be forever. If I were a dog, I'd be put down for being untrainable. Something that just came to mind is in speaking about the earrings, where she would be pierced at, like on the earlobe, her hair is covering. So either she doesn't have the piercings at all, and she does have the piercing on, which is to hide which is just a good character design aspect that she is with her hair, that is like her most like her, it is like I think for girls, probably myself, I would include myself, that hair is a big thing for us, because even though guys can have long hair, and then it's kind of like the way that, and in the case there's some guys who with long hair that end up getting read as girls. So like long hair is often seen as a trait for women, girls. So the fact that despite the fact that Marisol just looks like a girl, her hair is like a big trait in how that comes across as well too. Her hair covering an aspect of when she was a child that wasn't allowed to be able to express itself. That's a very good character design detail. Very, 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 very smart. But for some reason, we don't euthanize people when they're sick. It's kind of cruel, isn't it? Oh, not a TV. They're butterflies. They're both butterflies. I wonder if, well, no. She herself as a moth, doesn't she? Did she say Leilani as a butterfly, perhaps? Maybe that's it. I don't know what to say to her now that we're sitting face to face again. I'm not mad. I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't think I ever did. I feel too aware of myself for it to even fidget. She scans my face silently. She's trying to figure out what I'm feeling. I'm glad she's still here, but I don't feel as relieved as I thought I'd be. I try to think of something good, but all I can think of right now is the taste of dollar store chapstick. I try to look around the room at the flowers that always brighten my day, but I notice all the faces are empty for the first time. I wanted to start this session with a proper apology, Miss Hernandez. No butterfly, not even a marisol. I cringe at my recent hesitancy towards showering, but about the fact that I must look terrible right now, just pathetic. A cute nickname really suits me right now. About the other night, I was only trying to help. I felt you were on the edge of a panic attack, and you don't have to talk about it, Doctor. Dr. Rose clears her throat. He seems as hesitant to talk about it as I am. In that case, I figured we'd talk about something a little different this session. I realize that we've played many of times and I know so much about you, but you don't know much about me. I figured, well, maybe it's time I share some things with you to make things more equal. Fair. I sit up a bit in my chair. Now that I think about it, I realize it's true. I don't know much about her personal life, though I guess I'd like to. I want to start off with that, I was here the other night because I was filling in for another nurse. I have a nursing license of sorts. It was what I wanted to do before I decided therapy was a better fit for me. What made you think that? Taps her finger absentmindedly against the desk. Her fingernails are pink, glossy. My polish is almost all chipped away by now. Chewed off. I wanted to help people more than I already was. As a nurse, I just felt like a housekeeper. I respect everything they do for us, the nurses I mean, but I wanted to be closer to my patients. I wanted to really get to know them, hear their stories, to feel their pain with them. I wanted to give people, once otherwise thrown aside by the rest of society, a chance to, I don't know, a chance to be themselves, without judgment, a chance to see someone who doesn't immediately think they're less than. That's pretty nice of you. I wish I had a calling like that. He smiles. I wish I had a smile that pretty. I think everyone has a calling, Marisol, and some people have an easier time of finding it than others. Anyway, it took me a while to find mine. Sometimes I wonder if it truly is my calling, but there's no tangible way of knowing that. All there is that feeling of completion, satisfaction, content. All you have to do is hold on to faith in yourself and what you want to do. Either way, I believe you just haven't found yours yet. Smile back. I really want to believe her. Anyway, that's all work stuff. I'm trying to think of something more personal to share with you. What are your favorite flowers? She tilts her head as the question why I'd ask her such a thing. It's just you always have like flowers? New ones usually? I figured you like flowers. Dr. Rose barks a laugh I haven't heard from her before. It sounds genuine. Real. I do. I'm a regular at a flower shop on the way to work. I think flowers do a wonderful job at brightening up a room, making people feel welcome. I believe the subconscious acknowledgement of other life flourishing in a space eases people. That's a really interesting observation, and I think it's true. For me, at least. I don't have any today because the owner of the shop passed this weekend. She was an older lady, really nice. Anyway, the shop's closed for the week, so no flowers. Maybe next week. Oh, that's that. Yeah. The awkwardness from before creeps back in as we both fall silent. We spend a few seconds staring at each other. Dr. Rose looks sad. Defeated, maybe? It's Mary. What? My first name. It's Mary. Our names are kind of similar, aren't they? Though yours is a lot prettier. Thank you. Anything about me being pretty to her, the idea of it makes my face a little warm. That reminds me, I'll have to cut this appointment short. The next time we see each other, I want to try something new. What do you mean? It's an extremely successful type of therapy, not unlike exposure therapy. I don't want to spoil it, so I won't get into too much detail. And I also have a gift for you. Selfishly, my interest is to get the word gift. Can you remember the last time someone has given me anything? No one even remembers my birthday anymore. Really? Dr. was not with her usual sweet smile. A special gift, but you have to indulge me in trying your best with our next session. It'll not only help you, but it will show me so much about you that will only make it easier to treat you. Can you do that for me? I'm determined not to disappoint her this time. Of course, Dr. Rose. Aww. I love how much of a nerd she looks like here. Oh my gosh, very, very cute. The flowers are back. Marigolds and roses this time. Guess the shop opened back up. Or maybe she went somewhere else. You remember how I told you this may be a tough session, Marisol? Oh, do we know what the gift was? Or was she saying that the gift she would get? Or is the therapy the gift? I wonder. Oh. Mary rises from her desk. There's a fire in her eyes, roaring but silent all the same. You have to trust me. He walks around from her side of the desk to mine, then behind me. I hear a metallic click. It's the lock of the door. He's never done that before. I don't want someone to interrupt us. This is really important, Marisol. He slowly walks back to face me. He bends down to my level, puts her hand on my shoulder. I'm not sure what she's doing. I want to look anywhere but at her face, but I get the feeling that she needs me to look in her eyes. Trust me? What are we doing? Answer my question, Marisol. Do you trust me? Yeah, I do. I need you to take your shirt off, Marisol. I laugh. Surely she's joking. That dry kind of absurd humor some people have, right? Dr. Rose isn't laughing. Not even smiling, not really. She's looking into my eyes like this is the most serious moment of her life. A feeling I can't quite place is creeping up my spine. I'm confused? I can turn the lights off. It'll make you more comfortable. She gets up to flip the light switch and returns back in front of me. In the dark, and I can only see the counters of her face where the window light highlights it. Everything else is fuzzy. Please, Marisol. I'm sure this is necessary. I gingerly touch the bottom half of my gown. I'm wearing layers, so I take the first one off first. Feel naked. Leans close to my body, showing off my wrongness. Boxy. Broad. I hope she doesn't think I'm too terrible to look at. Not that it matters. Purely medical. Keep going. Are you? The next one, Marisol. I listen to her. Eventually, I'm left in my sports bra. I'm not filled out enough for a regular one yet. With ugly little buds that look misshapen and wrong. But eventually, maybe they'll be cuter. I think I'd sacrifice a place to stay just to keep getting my hormones. I feel gross in front of her, like a bug being inspected underneath a microscope. I feel like there's nowhere to hide. My shorts are so short that I feel effectively naked. Save my socks and the gauze still wrapped tightly around my wrist. Now what? I'll help you. She straddles me. I'm shocked by the sudden movement and the weight on my lap. She's moving too fast for me to do anything as her hands on my bra straps already. Before I can protest, she's pulling my bra above my head and my arms can do nothing but allow themselves to be pulled upward into the bra straps on. I'm topless in my therapist's office. I taste cheap cherry chapstick again before I notice our lips together. Feels like nothing. I thought when you kiss people that you were supposed to feel something, fireworks or something. Maybe because this is supposed to be clinical, maybe that's why I don't feel anything. Maybe I'm not supposed to feel anything. I want to push away, but I stay. I want to repeat last time. She was onto something then and is only trying to do something important now. She knows more than me about this kind of thing. It's her job. When she pulls away, she's breathless. You were molested as a child, Marisol, and I want to help you talk about it. It blocks you from seeing or reaching your full potential. I think by recreating your trauma in a good light, we'll be able to achieve this. You talk about it freely. You need someone who loves you, touch you. I weakly try to push her off of me, but she has my wrist in her hands and falls back into me to kiss me again. I don't think she even realized that it's hurting me. Maybe it's a gravitating pressure on my wounds. You... What? You don't get it, Butterfly. I love you. You've been alone. You need someone who can take care of you. You know I can be that. I can take care of you, protect you. God, when you first went to my office, I saw hope, opportunity all in your face. It was beautiful. She lets go of my hands and drags her fingers down my chest. They're cold. Maybe I'm just warm. I've been lonely too. I meant it when I said I see a lot of myself in you. We're the same, just years apart. My help, Marisol? I can assure you will always be that beautiful butterfly you want. The rest of the world may not see it, but I do. I see your wing. I'm crying, but I'm not sure why. She's saying so many nice things, going out of her way to help me. Try to focus on her words more and not her hand. I see you, Marisol. I can't really put it into words, but the universe put us both here for a reason. We were meant to meet for a reason. This is why the world made me a therapist. This is why the world dealt you such a bad hand. That we'd meet here and we could help each other. Her hands are lowering slowly. They reach the edge of my shorts. I shut my eyes tight. I don't even like touching myself. Remember your gift. Remember to trust me. I don't really care about a gift right now, but I did say I trusted it. I have to keep my word. She's smarter than me. This is good. This is really good. I'm being helped. She's helping me. I don't think about anything for what feels like forever. I mute it all. Hands are lower than what my subconscious thinks is acceptable. But I try not to pinpoint the exact location. I just let this happen. It's for your own good. I can hear her distantly. My eyes are still screwed shut. I focus on the pressure behind my eyelids, the feeling of the gallons of blood rushing through me at this moment. Something happens and I want to scream. I want her off. Dr. Rose, Mary. Call me Mary now. I love you, Marisol. She whispers it hot in my ear. I almost want to whisper it back. By the time the lights are back on along with my clothes, I feel 1,000 miles away from my body. Empty, drained. I feel like I look like a mess. Tears, my hair messy. Dr. Mary looks perfectly put together. As if nothing happened. It's her job after all. You did really well, Marisol. I don't know what to say, so I don't say anything. My legs feel wobbly. She reaches to the same drawer she pulled my journal out of all those weeks ago. From it, she pulls out a tiny velvet black box, a jewelry box I can only guess. My gift. These are for you. I take the little box in my hands and gently open it. My hands are shaking. What greets me is 2 little pink butterflies. Gem earrings. They look just like how I remembered they'd look. I look at her incredulously. Maybe I've been asleep this whole time and I'm going to wake up? I have to tell what kind of dream this is, if I'm dreaming at all. How? They were always meant to be yours. You just needed to grow a little. I don't know what to... I love you, Marisol. Really. I know what she means. Whatever else happens from here on out doesn't matter. Just us. Just this moment. I smile and I'm not even worried about it. if it looks stupid or ugly or wrong. Because I'm happy. I think. Genuinely. I love you too, Mary. Oh, she loves me. She loves me. She loves me. Several pages of my journal are ripped to pieces. I've been gripping my marker for hours, writing over and over and over in it. I have to have my thoughts all down before they split my head open. She loves me. She loves me. She loves me. I'm so happy, but sad tears are falling from my eyes. I'm so excited, but my stomach feels like it's convulsing inside of me. I feel like a child again. I vomit a few times in the toilet. A lot of my time is spent empty retching. Maybe she really did empty everything out of me. Oh. Hey, are you good? I didn't hear her walk in. Downside of her, everyone wearing socks, I guess. I'm fine, just feeling weird. Are you sure? You've been acting so weird, dude. Please don't call me that. And yes, I'm sure. Right. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Just let me know if you need anything, okay? You can have my leftover cheese spots from breakfast if you want it. Sorry. Thanks. Maybe. Sorry, maybe I'm getting sick. My nurse pulls her away for something. I'm not even paying attention, really. Press my head against the cool metal of the toilet. I never thought this day would come. I get more and more jittery as the weeks go by. As the week goes by, I can't eat because I'm not hungry. Maybe it's the meth. I'm practically bouncing off the walls of my room. But I stopped going to group sessions and yoga again because the thought of being around anyone but Mary fills me with anxiety. I feel like every time I have to talk to a nurse, I'm pushed out of my body and forced to watch the interaction take place in third person. She loves me. I never will practice more today. My appointment is any minute now. Any minute a nurse will walk in to take me away to Dr. Rose's office and Someone knocks. Hard. The door opens. It's not a nurse. There's a man in the doorway dressed completely unlike anything any of the other staff wears. I've never seen him before. He looks like he stepped out of an office or something. No coat or scrubs or anything. Accompanying him is another nurse I know he's definitely supposed to be here. I've seen her a few times. The nurse next to him points at me, almost accusingly. Oh. Good morning, Mr. I'm with the hospital administrative staff. Could you please come with me a moment? I swallow noddingly. My legs feel lightened as I follow them through the corridor. The hallways are all familiar to me now. Second home. The night nurses let me walk the loop sometimes when I can't sleep. The smaller TV is my favorite. No one really goes it. But the longer we walk, the less I recognize. They take me through the heavy security door at the entrance of the ward. Sometimes I see people leave and never come back, nurses waving them goodbye and congratulating them. The idea of that being me makes me nervous. I can't leave now. There's a small room they take me into, as boring as the rest of the rooms I've been trying to figure out myself. Only Mary's is decorated, cute, homey. A well-dressed woman greets me, bowing her head a little. She doesn't even bother getting up. She's got one of those fake customer service ones. In the middle of the room is a table with a clothes folder on top and an empty chair on either side. The other nurse that escorted me here leans against the wall behind. He tells me to take a seat and empty. I feel inexplicably like I'm in trouble, but I haven't done anything wrong, I think. Maybe I'm being discharged? Have I really made that much progress? I guess I want to get better, but... Now, first I want to ask you how your stay has been here. I blink at him. Maybe they're being audited or something? I've been good. Enjoying the food? Not really, no. everyone in the room laughs except for me. I wasn't telling a joke, so I'm not sure why. The distinct embarrassment of being a joke burns out my cheeks. I hate remembering how it feels to talk to anyone but her. Is there anything bothering you right now? Something on your mind you want to discuss? I'm mostly wondering why I'm here. I choke back my nerves. It takes a concentrated effort to quell the bouncing in my leg. I pull out the hem of my shorts instead. This doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like my sessions with Mary. The admin frowns a bit and looks through his folder. He holds it at such an angle that I can't see whatever's in there. I don't know if I really care to peek. Probably just the same files with my blood pressure, whatever it is nurses look at. Has anything changed for you recently that might be affecting how you're feeling day to day? That's not ideal. A wave of warmth washes over me like I've been caught doing something I'm definitely not supposed to be doing. How I felt the first time my mom caught me wearing her clothes. How it felt my messages stopped reading as sent. But I did what I was supposed to. I kept it a secret, and I'll keep it that way. No, not really. It's been good. The same. There's something making it hard to engage with the group. It's not subtle, is it? Damn it, it's not subtle at all. I barely leave my room at all anymore. I only talk to the nurses in passing. How is it my fault that they all make me feel stupid when I talk to them? None of them even really care about me. We're all just passing time here the same. Ilani is nice, but she would probably rather be spending her time with anyone else. The nurse is just being paid to be nice to me. The only one who cares. The only one who I want to spend time with. It's just not what I like to do. I understand. About your time with Dr. Rose, I noticed your sessions have been running longer than scheduled. Can you tell me about that? Do you enjoy that more than group therapy? Really not good. Yeah, I do. She's not good at all. She's very kind and listens to me. It's nice to be able to talk about how I feel. It's my fault the sessions go longer. Because I don't go to group therapy, I end up having more to talk about. I can understand that. Have you felt it has been helpful for you to talk to her? Yes, of course. It's helped a lot, actually. I feel great, or better. Your behavior doesn't seem to be reflecting that. I've been told you barely eat. Is that true? It feels like I'm plummeting from the sky, like my wings are caught in the sticky web of a spider, crumbling in on themselves. I can see the spider inching towards me, but I can't do anything about it. Has anything happened during your session that made you uncomfortable? Do spiders eat slime? Of course not. I need to ask you directly. Has Dr. Rose ever been inappropriate with you? I don't look up, but I can feel the eyes of everyone in the room on me, boring holes into me, making me burn up, bug under a magnifying glass. I think somehow they know. I don't look up, but I can feel the eyes of everyone in the room on me, boring holes into me, making me burn up. I think I know what they want me to say, what they're expecting. I think somehow they know. Maybe they have a video, maybe someone saw, maybe they're misunderstanding her helping me as her hurting me somehow. She wouldn't do that, she would never hurt me. Everything she's done to me, that we've done together, I mean, it was scary at first, but she says she loves me, so it's different. It's not like how it was when I was a kid. It's not like that at all. It feels totally different. I like it this time. I love it. I want it to keep happening to me. I don't want it to stop. I was only scared for a little bit. I'm good now. I'm good for her. She knows what she's doing. I trust her. I really do. It was me. I love her, but... I'm not sure what I know what I want to do. And many other instances I know what the right thing to do should be. But in this instance, I don't think I care about what the supposed right thing is. At least right by other standards. Dr. Rose, she cares about me. All of you guys are supposed to care about me, aren't you? But I mean, she never hurt me, never has, and I don't think ever will. I was never hurt. She was helping me. It makes me sad you think she might have done something like that. I know she's just my therapist, but I think she's a good person. I was always cared for. I was always loved by her. I'm honestly a little embarrassed, and I love her. Listen, all this trouble for nothing. She's everything to me. She's the only reason I'm alive. I would have just killed myself getting out of here, being homeless. It wasn't worth it to keep going. I'm going to do the job right this time. But now I have someone to keep going for, someone worth something. Not like me. Dr. Rose has helped me better myself. She has helped me more than any other therapist I've seen, honestly. Everything she's done, it's helped. I'm sorry I haven't been leaving my room much. This just isn't a good place for me to be. I'm not much of a people person. I know I'm not lying, but it feels like I am. How can you get lying? How can you get caught lying if you're telling the truth? Because they wouldn't understand the truth, I guess. That's alright. I appreciate you being honest with me. Any skepticism that might be present in his face or his tone, maybe it's trained out of them to share that kind of thing. If anything ever changes, or if you think of something later, you can always come talk to me. This isn't about getting anyone in trouble, it's about making sure you're okay. I nod, dump. He clears his throat, tapping his folder down on the table. The noise makes me flinch a little. Just so you're aware, Dr. Rose will be on administrative leave, pending further investigation. I focus on not letting my disappointment show. I keep my expression apathetic. If I let it show how so crushing that is to hear, they'll definitely know. You trusted me not to tell them. They won't know. But administrative leave, how long will it be until we see each other again? What if we never see each other again? What if I chew on my lip? I need to rein it in. When it comes down to it, he wrote her number in my notebook. I can hear her voice and ask her if she's okay, and I tell her I love her. And she'll tell me it'll be okay, and then she's coming back, and then it really will be okay. We're checking in with everyone who speaks there, so in the meantime, we'll have you placed with someone else to talk to. I nod. A pang of jealousy pulls at my inside at the thought of her speaking to other people. It makes sense, but no, that's stupid of me. She told me that I'm special. That she loves me. I know she wouldn't do that kind of thing with anyone else. She wouldn't lie to me. Unless she had to for her job, but it's different. I'm different. No, actually, she wouldn't do it for anyone else, even if it was for her job. She doesn't care about anyone else, but she cares about me. I know that. Believe that. Everyone else is just a patient to her. I'm a fly. I'm sorry if that's an inconvenience for you. I appreciate you talking with me today. He continues talking and I'm nodding, and then everyone is standing up and I'm being led out of the room back into the bowels of the ward. Like cattle, like I'm being herded. Everything feels too bright. I barely feel like I'm in control of my body as I'm brought back to my room. Every step I take feels like it reverberates through my skull into my brain. I feel too sensitive all over. The cold air of the ward makes me shiver. I know the truth. I know what's good for me. I know how I feel. No one can tell me how I feel except for her. No one can even begin to understand how I feel except for her. And I feel like it'll be okay. A couple of weeks passed. You know what? Let me. A couple of weeks have passed by since then, maybe 3. He was replaced with some guy. I made it work, lied through my teeth about who I am, where I'm from. I brought myself to pretend I wanted to participate. Yoga, painting, group therapy, watching trashy TV. It's easy to pretend when you have something to pretend for, to get better for. Eventually I got to go home. Home. The smell of rain and wet grass fills my nostrils. My brain is full of an all too familiar electricity that makes my body shiver and feel warm. The cloudy sky above me is probably the most beautiful thing I've seen in a little over a month. Such a long stay, the end felt so anticlimactic. They let me walk out, alone. Told them I had to take the bus, no one seemed to question it or mind. I guess it is kind of a revolving door here. I said goodbye to the nurses, the yoga instructor, the other patients in the group sessions I went to. I thought about saying bye to Leilani, but something inside me didn't want to. She probably wouldn't care anyway. Maybe she'll get out of there too. Maybe she'll live and die there. We'll never see each other again. I finally reached the bus stop, but I don't plan on taking it. Someone is picking me up. Someone I called earlier that day. She wrote her number down for me in glittery pink ink. When I called her, she sounded relieved, happy. I could hear the smile in her voice. She said I couldn't call back, but that she'd wait for me. I could wait forever if she wanted me to. The air feels so nice on my skin. It feels good to wear my own clothes, even if these were the ones they found me in all that time ago. That moment doesn't even feel real anymore. I look down at my arms. The stitches are gone, replaced with white scars. It can't be helped now, but it's okay. It all changes, morphs into something new. My scars are no different. They've come a long way from the open ones they once were. So have I. A car pulls up next to the bus stop and I walk up to it. I'm not sure this is the right one. It's early. I can see plastic figures of cute little animals on the dashboard. I open the car door. It smells nice, like perfume and air fresh. Sort of like chirp. Hi, butterfly. Let's go home. Do bunnies eat butterflies? Oh, the the game closed. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, literally, it closed. It closed. um, uh, give me a second to reopen it. Okay, so now let me this and setting. I'm curious at this point. Tell the truth. Oh wait, can you not tell the truth at all? I can't even pick it. I wouldn't want to do that anyways. I guess I'm happy this way anyways.